The farmers, led by Robert Kabshenga of Ruggiero Farm, made their submissions today during an interface with the Trade Parliamentary Committee. They argued that the deal does not stand the test of the rule of law. According to the farmers' legal team headed by Francis Gimara, the agreement is a bad deal and is against the rule of law.
In 2017, Parliament consolidated all the tax incentives because before 2017, we used to have agreements. BIDCO is an example, but the government brought a legislation to say that whoever needs tax exemptions and incentives, please access them through the Income Tax Act, through the laws. So, and that's why I'm saying laws must be publicly promulgated. You don't access incentives through agreements now.
We also submit that the clause is vague and it may end up enabling a monopoly since reasonable measures is vague and capable of varied interpretations. In addition, this clause will face severe enforcement challenges.
According to coffee farmers, they have the capacity to carry out value addition of coffee if given similar incentives as Uganda Vinci Coffee Company.
That we already have more than 40 registered coffee roasters in Uganda who have invested in roasting equipment and doing exactly what Vinci intends to do. These existing roasters have not had the support or incentive from government to expand their production.
The farmers also allege that the deal aims at taking over export of coffee beans, a privilege currently enjoyed by local farmers. Under the agreement, Uganda Vinci Coffee Company committed $80 million for value addition of coffee. The farmers say the technology to be established at the plant will only produce low-grade coffee since it requires double that amount to produce the high quality promised by Uganda Vinci Coffee.
And you are telling us that this process of instant spray-dried coffee requires cheaper machinery than the freeze. Therefore, if they were actually going to add value and make profit, they would have invested, for example, if they are going to invest $80 million, they would have invested twice as much.
You are saying this method of processing can actually process the lowest quality of our coffee.
What this agreement should have said is if you want to take our premium grade coffees, the investment you should be making in the country is of freeze-dried coffee. The moment you go into that area, the money should shift from $80 million and start to go into the hundreds of millions of dollars. So basically what this looks to me as an individual is somebody wanting to buy our premium coffees and has been allowed that they can export excess. So this person is essentially coming as an exporter, trying to take premium grade beans for export. This is not about processing.
The farmers also expressed uncertainty about the fate of their running contracts with other buyers if the contract is maintained.
We already signed some of these contracts are even forward contracts to supply coffee to some of our customers for the next 5 years. So that what do we do with it? And the forward contract is the forward contract.
The delegation also expressed their dissatisfaction with government's move to withdraw from the International Coffee Organization. Ali Mivole, NTV.